Hi there everybody, how's it going? I hope you're all doing very well indeed. This is myself, Matt the Tomato. Welcome to episode 3 of our playthrough here with The Sims. This is with Hannah and Holly McCann. We are attempting to build a block of flats. We technically have 2 flats here, but, well, they're not. One of them is very functional and perfectly self-sustaining. The other one is most definitely not. And we also don't have any wallpaper in any of the property whatsoever, and half the rooms are lacking carpets. So there is still quite a bit to work on. So my initial goal has been to try and get one of them promoted at work, and I'm still going to go down that path for now, but if we continue to not get promotions, we might have to revisit the plan here, and we might have to actually then go ahead and maybe try and meet somebody to then get them to move in to hopefully then get us a whole load of cash. Which is probably the easiest way to make a lot of money quickly, but I'd rather they also be rather successful at their jobs as well. Alright, up you get then. Please make the bed first. Right, also where Hannah's actually got more cooking skill points now, and now that we've got a food processor, we can actually satisfy the hunger a little bit more, which again is really rather good. So hopefully, the other way to perhaps improve the room meter is to maybe put up some plants and paintings. That sort of thing is usually really useful as well. So there's certainly a couple of things that we could do here. She's actually gone and taken her plate here, and that is the first time she's done that in ever. So that's obviously made this a little bit more finicky now because she went all the way over there to do that. So we could rather do with getting a dishwasher almost ASAP. Well, not ASAP, but we could do with getting a dishwasher in here. No, no, actually you do need to come over here because you can't, if you change for work and then get in the shower, then absolutely pointless. So yeah. Right, now take a shower, because then when you get in the shower you automatically change to your normal clothes. So, yeah, that's not great. Okay. Another leak. Are you serious? Are you going to clean the other one up? No, of course you're not. Well, I highly suggest you do that. Right, your performance is still average. I suppose maybe we could perhaps invest in a mirror or something like that to have work on charisma. Really and truthfully, I think Hannah needs another job. She's not very active in terms of her personality, so I think it's quite hard to succeed in the Daredevil career. It's a good starting pool of money, but I think ultimately she's going to need a new job. And also this issue with room, of course, is another problem. So, yeah, so there's also only one window, 2 windows for this whole area. So it might be worth getting another window in here. And of course that's not going to be outside, so I don't know, let's see. Right, you're studying, that's fine. Oh, she didn't go to the loo. Oops. Forgot to send her to the loo. That would have been a big disaster. My goodness. She's a lot happier now. My goodness me. Right, good. Okay, Hannah, you can stop. Come out here. Please wash your hands. And then come over here and tell your sister a joke. Actually in a much better mood. Tell another joke. No, you tell her a joke. This might actually work. We may actually get some possible promotions in here. They're in a much better mood when they come into work here. So I'll hold off on looking for another job. There might be a couple of possible promotions. They're both in better moods going to work. And we've done it! Right, so Holly's got her promotion in the science career, so she is now a lab assistant. So cleaning rat cages, fixing delicate lab equipment for minimum wage. How's your mood? A lot of logic skill building is required, as I thought. The only problem is she's on the graveyard shift, so she has to work all night. So she's now on night shifts. which means we're going to have to manage both of them in terms of shifts and whatnot. But she got a nice little pay rise there, nearly 100, and also got a bonus of 460, which is great. And Hannah has also been promoted. We finally got them in a better mood. I think it's because they were going out into this bad area here. It made all the difference to secure that in as one big house. So the salary stinks, but whoever thought you get paid to do bungee jumping? So body skills are critical and things like that. She has got a nice little pay rise and a bonus as well. Right, so let's hit the pause button here because we actually now have some money to play with. So it's slightly annoying because obviously I wanted to send Holly to sleep, but actually she can't really do that now. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to buy her a, it's not exactly the biggest priority, but I'm actually going to buy her a sofa here. And the reason I'm going to buy her a sofa is so that she can actually go for a nap. It's just a cheap, easy one for now. Okay, and Hannah is here. Okay, so I suppose. So obviously she needs a family friend as well, but she also needs the body skill points. So it looks like Hannah might be stuck in the same job position for a while. Holly just needs the 2 logic skill points. Okay, but first off, we really need to work on actually making this place nice. So the carpet situation. So we need to make this place like, actually half decent. I think I might go with this one in here. There we go. That's going to be fine. Okay. We also need, I suppose as a temporary thing, we can put another window over there, because then that brightens this area up a little bit more. Actually looks a lot more decent. And then we also need to then get some wallpaper in. So, blue in the bedroom. That makes perfect sense. Actually, yeah, let's just go with all of that there, and then that one in there. That's going to be really, really easy. Okay. Next, we need to make sure that the floor is good enough. So, obviously, we need floors to be different across the across this here. So this is going to be that color. Then, so the bathroom's going to technically be the same. Let's go with like maybe, I was actually thinking more the green. I thought maybe the green for out here would be better. Like the communal area should be green. Maybe we'll make the living room into that one. So that's exactly the same as this one, but we just put it in a different area basically. So yeah, something a little bit different like that. So we've now made this flat rather nice because it's now got all the wallpaper and everything in, which is great. So this will be a lot better. So what we then want to do is you probably want to then start filling in some bits in this flat here. So we actually want to start making this place better. So in particular, I think the priority really should be a shower. The issue, of course, is that if we want Holly to get promoted any further, we need to then go for the chessboard, which is obviously a bit cheaper, but then you've also got to buy the chairs. So how are we going to do that then? I mean, I feel like we could put the chessboard in the living room over this way and it'd be fine. But then, of course, yeah. So maybe if we invest in the chessboard, then... Yeah, see, the issue is, of course, that they're both technically sharing this flat, and one of them now is working night shifts, so they're kind of going to have to make their own dinner and everything like that, so they're barely going to interact at all. So it might not be such a problem, then, that we delay the shower over here. Instead, we should maybe focus on actually getting the chessboard for Holly to make her career progression. And I think that's the decision we're going to make here. Cool, okay, so naturally, of course, this is going to be bad on the first day because Holly is only just got a promotion here. So, this will be a bit of a pain in the neck. We don't really need to find another job anymore, so let's just go ahead and do a little bit of studying here. And yeah, so we're going to have to now manage this. But the room meter is suddenly a lot better because I've got the carpets and the wallpaper in now. So it's suddenly much better in this area. It's a lot more homely, which is what we want. So Okay, so she's still doing her cooking studies. In fact, she's going to be an awesome cook by the time she's finished. Which is great. So Holly has just woken up again. Oh, that's Melody. She already lives with somebody. I was going to say, it might be interesting to introduce ourselves to somebody. Might have actually been relatively interesting. Let's go and have some dinner then. I think we should try and maybe get Holly into the routine. So, you need to go to bed. Yeah, if we get Holly into the routine, then I'm pretty sure that that might work out really well. She's still a very good cook anyway. So, eat dinner, you know, get ready, that sort of thing. Get her into the routine of actually working this job. I think the carpool's going to arrive at 10. So if she has dinner, is she going to tidy up after herself? No, of course not. Okay. Right, so use the loo, flush the loo, take the shower. Oh, what broke there? Oh, the toilet clogged. Okay, fantastic. Better unclog that then, don't you? How annoying. Should be a relatively easy job. Don't really need mechanical skills for that. There we go, lovely. Clean all this up. That's not what we wanted, really. Especially she's running out of energy as well. Right, wash hands. Change for work. She's gonna have to just come out here. Yeah, it's really annoying that. That did not help our situation there. Yes, I know, you're really tired. Not brilliant. Okay, she's going to be in a pretty foul mood going to work. But the first day when you do a shift switch like that is always a pain. So, yeah, so she's going to need to go to sleep almost as soon as she comes home. We could have potentially gone to answer that, but in truth. Right, so when you come home, immediately go to sleep. And let's get you up. Right, so the advantage is that we're always doing something. The disadvantage is the money comes in a little bit slower over sort of, you know, general time. I've just realised... There we go. Right, I've just realised I did forget to set my stopwatch there. So I had no idea as to how long we were recording for. But I do now because I got an additional stopwatch that's running, so... Lovely. Right, okay, so, yeah, so the downside, of course, is the money's going to come in a lot slower, but at the same time it will come in at various times of the day. So I suppose if we can, you know, manage this to a certain extent, because once she's on her own, we can sort of accelerate a little bit here. Right, and of course, didn't clean that up either, which is, you know, very annoying. Didn't clean that up either, my goodness me. I mean... Can you know, be any messier? Bloody hell. Right, yeah, so yeah, as soon as Holly comes home, go to bed. That's fine. She doesn't have her work clothes yet, does she? No. Body skill points. Okay, she also needs a family friend, which is interesting. So yeah, at the moment it's easier to get Holly promoted than it is Hannah. Also, Hannah needs the body, the weightlifter, that's it. So yeah, she can't really work on anything at the moment, which is also slowing it down a little bit. Right, turn off and study some cooking. Alright, Holly's come home, straight to bed for you. And this is one of the benefits of having these separate flats here. These two don't need to interact at all. There's no relationships to maintain here at all. Great! These two are perfectly self-sustainable together, just by themselves. The downside, of course, is it will impact the social meter. That is true. Didn't quite think about that. I was also hoping that Hannah would pick up her skill point there when she came in. But Holly's got an increased chance of meeting people here, though. She's kicked herself out of bed. Fair enough. As a result of being at home. Yeah, so theoretically I could introduce ourselves to Phil here. Yeah, okay, so that's well worth knowing, is the fact that she's got night shifts at the moment means that she can actually... If people come knocking during the day, she might be able to meet them. So that's actually a relative benefit to working the night shifts. So we might have to introduce ourselves relatively soon. Phil there in his pink suit. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we'll have to consider that then. Right, take a shower, then change for work, and watch TV. I think she got up a bit early though. Yeah, she did. She got up a bit early. Okay, Hannah's home. Oh, here comes the bills lady. Fabulous. Right. Yeah, I'll have to pay that off. I just wanted to get Hannah to pick up that cooking skill point there. Right. Actually, watch some TV for a bit. Just talk to her. Get that social meter up a little bit more. Yeah, I think it will be a bit more beneficial. Right, okay, she's bored now, but that's okay. She needs to go to sleep. That's fine. Okay, turn off that. Recycle the paper, and then let's get the mail. Bills, no doubt, will have gone up. Don't do that. Pick up the phone. That's a daytime call. Might be something good. Wrong number. Oh, kidding me. Right. 149, that's barely anything. Lovely. Right, come and have a nap. We need to get her to go to sleep a little bit later when she gets home. Actually, come over here and meet Crash Physics. What a cracking idea that is. Here we go. Now, is this going to be the beginning of a friendship, or is it going to be the beginning of love? That is the question. We never know. Right, you don't want to compliment somebody that you're not friends with, so let's do joke instead. Ooh, didn't like the joke. Really? That's very interesting. I mean, Finian absolutely loves jokes in real life. That's kind of okay though, yeah, right. Yeah, keep talking. And then be talked to. Sure, that's fine. Okay, come on then, talk. Come and have a chat. We're talking about something that he wants to talk about now. Okay. So it's taking a bit of effort, but they do actually get on. Right, get out of here now. He's going to work. Good, but that's really good, because that means that she might potentially be able to invite him over, and he might be, possibly, someone who might want to move in. Because he is one of the 3 single people, of course. So he has a decent house. I can't remember what skills he's got though, and I also can't remember what job he has. I can't quite remember. So change the PJs. Do a little bit of studying actually before she goes to sleep, because she got up too early there. So let's ensure that she. Ooh, let's clean all of this. Let's ensure that she's actually properly knackered and also gets a little bit of time between going to sleep. Because otherwise, if she gets up too early, then it becomes a problem. Right, sort all that out. You don't get to turn on the TV until you've cleaned up. Lovely. Right. So yeah, Hannah's social meter's not brilliant. How are we going to improve that? She might have to take a day off work, see if she can meet somebody. The family friend is, of course, a requirement for the job as well, so that kind of helps. Yeah, the downside to this, of course, is we're not making that much money. That was a stormer of a laugh, that really was. Brilliant. Okay, sure, yeah, study some more cooking. My mouse seems to be going all over straight here. Right, here is Holly. There we go. Let's not do that. talk. Let's have a quick chat here. This social meter's going far too low for my liking. Cool. Okay, so that just improves the social meter a little bit. Pay her a compliment. And then Holly needs to go to sleep. So that's another potential time that we might be able to get them to talk then. Good. Okay, lovely stuff. Right, come and sit here now. Cool. Okay, we need a little bit more money before we can afford the chessboard and the chairs. It's going to be about £1,000 between them, like to get the chessboard and the seats. It's like we could just get like chairs, but I would like to get like something minimum, you know, 160, I suppose. So technically we could afford that, but it just doesn't really satisfy much of the needs. This one's my favourite one. I love this one. It doesn't really fit in with the room though. It's like a throne. Yeah, there's all sorts here. Egg chair. But I think we'll just get the standard one to start with. I think that's what we'll just do. Okay, so once Hannah's returned from work, then I think we will go ahead and we will actually purchase that, and then we'll get Holly to work on her chess. Right. When you come home, recycle. Do some cooking. Okay, excellent. That's probably around about the time I actually wanted to get up anyway, so have some lunch. So she got up at midday before, now she got up at 2 o'clock, so that's actually a bit better. So this might work out to be a bit better. Also, once Hannah comes home, we will actually be able to afford that chessboard, so that will actually work out rather well. She's due to come home now, I think. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Right. So take a shower and all that jazz. So what she can immediately do then is she can then start working on her logic skill. Right. They could potentially also I was just thinking, we actually do have a decent amount of money here. They could potentially work on playing chess together, which also enhances their fun as well. Although both of them are relatively playful, so it won't have quite the effect. But then at the same time, it'd be quite cool if Hannah did also develop some logic skill points, and also they actually talk to each other as well, which improves the social meter. I do find that the chessboard is one of the most useful things that you could ever have in your house. So, highly recommend the chessboard. Right, then once you've sorted that out, you can come over here and change for work, and then immediately come over here and start that. So instead of coming over here to do TV, she can play some chess instead. Right, clean up after your sister, please, if that's okay. I'm sure she won't mind. Right, excellent. Okay. Sometime around now would be great, actually. Yeah, okay, right. Yes, it isn't actually enhancing the comfort as much because it's not that comfortable a seat. But at the moment, it's just practical. I don't need to invest in luxury seats just yet. It is purely practical. One thing we can do, I suppose, is now that she's actually, you know, in here, we could get a window, which is probably a half decent idea, actually. So if we get a window, now that she's actually going to be spending a lot more time in this room, let's get ourselves a window. Also, I don't really think we need the couch at this time. We could sell the couch if we wanted to, but I'm just going to keep it there just because it's, you know, it is a thing. So we get a painting or something in here as well. So actually, the other thing we should probably do is maybe get some wallpaper up in here as well. Excellent. So Holly is now working her way through the logic skill points, which is great, because if she picks up another one, she'll be eligible for promotion. Which would, in fact, be exceptional at this particular point in time, because I could finish all of the wallpapering and the windows, and I can then actually work on making the flats look rather nice. So in particular, I can make this this flat a little bit more sustainable. So, yeah, that is possible. Or I could possibly, once they're living a little bit more comfortably, I could maybe get Holly to work on maybe meeting up with Finian a little bit more and see whether maybe he will be interested in moving in, which would then give us a massive amount of money to play with. So at that point, we could really look at building a good block of flats here. Like we could build another flat here, and I still want to go with the communal room actually, which I think I might want to put like the possibly like a pool table in and the piano or something like that. Like we could do that. We could also maybe put like painting equipment in there and things that might be quite cool, so people can maybe paint together. I don't know, or we could do like a guitar, unless anybody wants that in their actual flat. I don't know. I have no idea. But I think the idea of a communal room is rather good. So let's see. But Holly is currently possibly on course for a promotion here. She's got good performance. She's not in the greatest mood though. It's the only issue I've really got there. She's not actually in the greatest mood. So have some breakfast. Right, Holly, when you get home, change the PJs. Work on a little bit more of that, actually. She's going to require a lot of logic if she's going to get advancements in the science career. So I'm hoping she goes back to day shifts, though, because I'd like these two to actually interact a little bit more anyway. Use and clean, you know, the usual shabam, basically. Yeah, at the moment it's a little bit samey, but I reckon once we get a little bit more money coming in, I think we're going to be able to actually work on this a bit more. We still need a wardrobe of some sort in here as well. That's true, or a chest of drawers rather. She currently doesn't necessarily need one. We also need a dishwasher. That is real paramount right now that we need a dishwasher in here. Also, I need to move that burglar alarm to here now. That would be a wise thing to do. And I would not have got away with that. Yeah, if a burglar would have turned up, would have taken ages, because in the end, if he would have come over here, then... actually, a chessboard is something that they do nick. So, yeah, okay. Right, come and turn on the TV. Yeah, social is dropping a bit here for Hannah, which is slightly annoying. She didn't make a mess that time, though, which is kind of cool, so... excellent. Right. Accelerati Incredibilus. We're going to get a better sofa over here as well at some point as well. That's like basic one. And we also need to get the working place. And Holly has been promoted. She's now field researcher. This job takes you into the field, working on far-flung projects. However, your pay does increase. Develop your charisma and logic, and maybe you can actually teach about this stuff in the classroom instead of doing it remote in hospital places. So she has now gone back to the day shift, which is kind of good. She's got more money and also got a bonus, which is brilliant. So, what does she actually need? So she needs one more logic skill point, charisma, and a family friend, which is great, because what we might do is we might get her to actually, or we might even get, because she's earning a little bit more money, we might get Hannah to take a day off and meet somebody, or we'll get Holly to take a day off and spend some time with Finian. Let's work on that. But that's it for now then, so cheers for watching, guys. We're going to spend a little bit of this money at the start of the next episode on doing up some stuff here, so in particular putting in the wallpaper and stuff like that. We also need a mirror for the charisma over here, and we do need to get the workout machine, so we might not be able to afford that just yet. But certainly we're going to work on developing up a bit more of Holly's career, and then hopefully we can then get the workout machine and try and develop Hannah's as well. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to follow the series, and join me next time for more The Sims, where we are, well, we actually do technically have a block of flats built. We only have 2 flats though, so let's see what we can improve on. See you later.